we're all smiling because it's also just such a spring-like day in early February. And a great night for the Portland Winter Light Festival tonight.
Night one, yeah, kicking off. And, you know, the weather could not be better to start off this winter event, as it has felt like the spring season with those bright blue sunny skies seen widespread across our area earlier today. Beautiful mountain views from downtown Portland. Of course, the daffodils getting close to blooming, if not already blooming for some of us. And some of the forsythias also starting to put on their dazzling display. No surprise that the spring blooms and blossoms are getting excited after daytime highs managed to skyrocket back up into the 50s in many cases. Mid-60s for us out towards Tillamook, Eugene, Springfield, just about the same as our average temperature for the Rose City. Should be right around 50 or so. There you go. The Portland Winter Light Festival already starting to put on quite the show along Tom McCall Waterfront Park as the clear skies still remain widespread, although starting to get that cloud coverage to push its way back into the coastline. As many of us are cooling things back to the low 50s right now, 43 Hood River, and mid-50s still felt along the shoreline. Now our winds, a big significant improvement as opposed to say where we were 24 hours prior, especially out towards the Columbia River Gorge. Troutdale still breezy at times with those gusts closing in at nearly 30 miles per hour as the calm, quiet, clear skies still reside overhead. That will be changing, I would say maybe within the next 5 to 6 hours as the cloud deck is slowly pushing its way on shore. That's going to help to put an end to the air stagnation advisory that has been in place for the past week. Set to expire tonight at 10 o'clock. That means improvements with our air quality that's fallen back to the moderate levels is in sight. So going to be mixing up the atmosphere for us once again as the rest of this evening is relatively calm, quiet, clear, very comfortable to be out and about as that cloud coverage starts to push its way back into our area just before midnight. What's causing this big weather pattern shakeup? You guessed it, an atmospheric river. We've done this a time or two before so far this winter season as that tongue of moisture stretches from the state of Hawaii across the Pacific and ends up right here in western Oregon and southwest Washington. It's that trend that's going to help to drop our temperatures slightly, but also increase the wet weather potential as it's widespread, increasing with intensity as those yellows and oranges are a good indication of the heaviest of downpours. Mountain snow also returning Sunday, folks. It's just going to be wet until we get to the late evening hours as area rain gauges fill up close to an inch and a quarter for the valley, closer to 2 inches for some of us along the coast. The snow elevation levels, hey, they fall back to about 3,500 feet. So Mount Hood itself may be picking up a foot to 2 feet in some locations, of course, through some of those highest slopes. And that's a welcome sight as that base layer continues to dwindle. We need to pack it back up again for us as we fall back to about 43 degrees tonight. And as far as temperatures go for tomorrow afternoon, mid-50s for us. And I got to break out the lights for the Portland Winter Light Festival. Hey, temperatures falling back into the mid-40s for us by the end of the event tonight as the Winter Light Festival is not only underway tonight, but again on Saturday for us. That's going to carry us into Friday and Saturday of next week as well. But today, definitely going to be the driest of the days for us here to celebrate. Again, I'm biased, one of my personal favorite events here in Portland.
I love the sash. I mean, if we crowned Brenna, the queen of sports here, then we've got you as the king of weather and the Winter Lights Festival. I wish we could turn out the lights so you could see.
I know, it is, I promise, it is lighting up.
It's very cool.
Yeah, don't do it because we might not be able to get them back on.
That's true. That's true. So just envision it. Thanks, Josh.
Of course.
Thanks, Josh.